What's up, bro? How are you?
Bro, all good. What about you?
It's good. Bro, the nice thing is that we haven't thought of what we will discuss now. Even though all of these days we've been together training with Tate, going out a lot, and we didn't talk about what we were going to talk in this video.
That's true. I mean, it's also our first time doing a video in English.
Yeah.
I don't know if you did a video in English before.
I've never done it.
But it's my first time to do a video in English, and so maybe I just want to talk to the people how we actually got to know each other.
Yeah.
Because we're right now in Bucharest, Romania. I really like the city. I come here pretty often, and I come here since 3 or 4 years. I had always some things to do here. And Angelo is really one of the greatest guys from all of Romania who I met, who has an amazing mindset. And for me, I'm a person, I'm doing business since a very long time, and I'm also interested in these topics like mindset, entrepreneurship, self-development since more than 10 years. And one of the most important things is that you connect yourself with like-minded people,
right,
with people who have a similar mindset to yours, and with people with those you can talk about interesting things which will help you to grow. And
of course also be on the same energy level with you.
Of course, and that's why I think maybe for the people it's interesting, like how do you get those people into your network, and how do you connect with like-minded people? Because of course the one thing, if you have a specific energy, you will attract people who are on the similar energy and frequency like you.
This is what, sorry for interrupting, this is what I also...
Guys, we're just here in the car. We just thought, Angelo said, hey bro, let's do a video. Let's do a video in English together. And we just thought, okay, we park the car, we just sit and we do a spontaneous...
But I think we were talking about energy and energy level and how we attract it. Bro, my answer to this would be, just improve yourself. It's like, you should keep your garden very safe, very clean, and the butterflies will come to you. If you run after butterflies and try to catch them, they will not come to you. So you have to always focus on yourself, and everything after will come. You know?
That's true.
Even meeting with you, even meeting the next guys I will meet in Dubai, these are all due because I focus on myself, and you also focus on yourself.
True. So basically we met like 1 year ago, a little bit more than 1 year ago, here in Bucharest for the first time, because last year I did a mastermind in Bucharest. I had like 15 guys. I did a mastermind here, and somehow I think we connected on Instagram because, you know, we're both doing content. And I really was trying to find like-minded people in Bucharest, because this is one tip for the people who are watching this. If you go to a new country, if you go to a new city, if you visit a place, try to see who are the people in this spot where you're going who are doing similar things like you, or who are on a similar energy, or also who are people who are like-minded and ambitious. So I think I saw you on a profile of a friend of ours, who we both know, and somehow then we connected on Instagram, and I think we met then in this Infinity Lounge. It was
smoking shisha.
Yeah, we were smoking shisha, eating something.
Did you smoke back then? Did you try it?
I think I think we smoked the
shisha.
Liked it. Yeah, it was a good shisha there. And we smoked the shisha. We just said, hey, let's connect, let's hang out. And this is the next tip. Instagram is like your digital presence in the days where we live now. Like, Instagram represents what you're doing and who you are with the content you post,
your energy, everything,
and the way you present yourself. So I saw Angelo and saw, okay, he's successful in what he's doing. Angelo saw my profile and knew, okay, I'm successful in what I'm doing. And so it's very easy to connect with those people, because we texted with each other and we said, hey, you know what, let's meet, let's have a chat. I'm coming to Bucharest, Romania. We're doing a similar thing. Let's just meet, let's hang out.
It's very right, because imagine you can be the greatest person, you can be like the greatest in everything, even in sports and everything. This is what I tell people. If you don't post yourself being the best, people will not know you are the best. Okay, there can be better people, but you have to post yourself always in the best position, like of yourself, you know. For example, if I had 20 followers and a private profile, you would not want to hang out with me, because you could not see I'm successful and do things, you know. It's logical. Imagine, even yourself, you're not like to, you'd rather go out with Raphael than, I don't know, someone in your neighbor who no one knows.
Yeah, or who has no ambitions. Like, of course, if you're an ambitious guy and you have goals in your life, And then you see people like us who are already successful, who drive nice cars, who have money. Of course, you rather prefer to go out to dinner with us than maybe with your neighbor who is just extremely overweight because he's lazy.
Yeah, of course.
Because he's like playing video games 5 hours per day.
Talking about football match.
Yeah, and he talks bad about people who have money, and he says making money is not possible, and he's just thinking negative all of the time. If you're the guy who also wants to be just playing video games 5 hours per day, then he's the right person for you. But if you're an ambitious guy who wants to make money, who wants to improve himself, who wants to become the best version of himself, then of course you will not be interested to hang out with this guy. You will be interested to hang out with guys like us. And this is also exactly the thing how we met. So we have a certain energy, we have a certain presence on social media, we are doing something, we have a specific mindset, and I was the one who said, okay, if I go into a new city, I want to see who is
like-minded.
Yeah, who is like-minded in the city, who knows some people, who knows good places. And so like this, we connected, we met, and then when we met, bro, we had a nice conversation. We understood each other right away. I don't remember, did I text you or did you text me?
Bro, I think I texted you, to be honest. I don't remember.
We
were talking before, bro.
Yeah,
we changed it. We changed that.
Somehow we exchanged Instagrams or something. And I think then when I came to Bucharest, you texted me, I think let's meet or something. I don't understand.
I think I said let's train.
Oh, let's train. Yeah, let's train. That's right.
And then we went out, talked, blah blah blah. And then I saw, bro, like really, I even thank you now, because back then you gave me some great advice on AI, which I also apply now.
Yeah,
you
nice.
gave me nice advice, and that was the time when I really realized, okay, so he just randomly give this advice to me. He's the right energy guy, because we were thinking, I know he knew nothing about AI, but he knew a lot of things about business.
Yeah, and about business strategy.
Yeah, of course. And then I said, okay, it's not the first time meeting a cool guy, a successful guy, of course, but Raphael has that mentality which is very different, and is not, by the way, don't compare mentality and status based on money. Because, for example, I see a lot of his energy like being much more higher than richer guys than him, which I know, and you might know as well.
Yeah.
So it's not always about how wealthy you are, it's also about how good you feel around, the energy you share, because the money you can have, but you can lose it, you know?
Yeah.
It's all about the energy you share and how you talk with the people, what people also learn from you, what you leave behind.
Yeah.
This is very important in my opinion, not always about money, you know?
So, and that's true. And then when we met, I remember now when you said this, Angelo was just about to start his business. You were doing a lot of things with AI, and you had your success with it, and you were thinking about starting a community, starting like an academy, a mentorship program, also to help other people in Romania to build their business, to make money, which is a great project. And now, like 1 year later, you're doing very well. You have a lot of guys in your community, and I met even some of your clients who are doing well, and they're making money. So this is amazing. And I remember, because I was already in Germany very successful in the mentorship space, and I was already doing several businesses very successful. And so the nice thing is, I met with Angelo, and I immediately saw, okay, Angelo has an amazing mindset. He's a great guy. He's open. He told me a lot of things about Bucharest, about Romanian people. And of course, I saw these things. You did fights. You stepped in the cage. I know how it is, and I know how strong you need to be to do those things, because 98% of the men would never have the balls to step into a fight.
Tell them you also fought.
I also had one fight, and I will maybe fight again soon.
Give me the videos. I need to post them.
Okay. So, and already this was enough that I already said, okay, I have respect for this guy. He built a decent following on Instagram, on TikTok. I mean, so many people in Romania know you. When we go somewhere, like the people, this is Angelo from RxF. And I'm the guy, if I like a person, I don't even have to like the person, but I meet with a person, I always try to give value. Because the more value you give, the more value you will receive. And we didn't know each other for a long time. We met the first time, and I remember I gave you just a lot of tips which worked in my business. I said, okay, this is nice, you have a good idea, you should do this, you can do this, I would recommend you to do this, or this is a nice business strategy for the AI. Because of course, I since 3 or 4 years I'm interested in AI, but AI was not my expertise at that time, and you had the expertise, but I always have the
business
strategies
mindset
and business mindset in my head, how you can utilize your knowledge in the best way, how you can build your business in the best way. And you were just at the start, and this was so nice, bro. When we met now, like 11 months later, after we met for the first time, I asked Angelo, how are you doing? And he's doing great numbers and he's successful. And this is also a good tip. You said to me, bro, thank you for the tips you gave me in the first time. And you still remember this and you're grateful.
Of course,
and
bro.
this is so important. So what are the lessons here? The first lesson is, if you meet somebody, provide value. You need to be someone who is giving value, because then the people will like to be around you, because they can grow with you, they can improve, and like this you can benefit from each other. First point. And the second point, if you utilize information you get from somebody, just always also
be thankful.
Yeah, be thankful, because this is the positive energy what you give back to the person. In the other way, Angelo, I mean, he's not only good in business, he has a lot of life experience in all of the different life areas. And a few days ago, I had some issues in my private life, and it was just so valuable for me to speak with Angelo, because if you're the coach all of the time, I mean, I have more than 1,000 people in my coaching.
You forgot to coach yourself.
Yeah, I coach them all of the time, and I coach them every day. But in some situations, you know, it's just good to have somebody external who is very knowledgeable, to just also gives you his view and his opinion.
Yeah, point of view.
And also, bro, I was still very grateful just that I had a good friend, a good brother to talk in this situation. And so like this, it's a very good connection if you find like-minded people who are on the same frequency like you.
Of course, and the energy comes back and forth. The energy you give always comes back, bro.
Yeah.
This is what I think, and we also both are crazy about frequencies, energy, spirituality, and things. And we know, also you may know, that everything you do comes back to you like a boomerang effect. You know, for example, if you do something bad, okay, you say, okay, nothing will happen. 1-2 years passes, and something bad can happen in the worst case scenario. So this is why always I'm like Raphael. We are like-minded. We like to help everyone. When I help anyone, I don't expect him to like help me back, or I don't expect anything. You know, I just help because I like to help. And this is the thing people must understand. Don't have expectations from people. Just help. You have to be this way yourself. Yeah, this is a way of being.
I always say, be the energy you want to attract. So, and of course, it doesn't mean that you need to meet everybody and that you need to waste your time with people who don't deserve your time.
Yeah, of course.
You need to think wisely, because I get messages every day that people want to meet me. Angelo gets messages every day that people want to meet him. But of course, time is the most valuable thing we possess. Every day we have 24 hours, and how you invest this time and who you give this time is one of the most important things to think about in your life. And that's why the best way, if you want to achieve your goal, is either you connect with people who are on a similar level like you.
Of course.
Or if you're not yet on this level, you can still connect with us, you can still sit with us. But then you need to have us as a mentor. And exactly for this reason, we're doing mentorships. Exactly for this reason, I started my mentorship several years ago, because I said, hey, I want to help all of the people. I give away free content, but my time is very limited. If somebody wants to work with me one-on-one, if somebody wants to have a consulting with me 1 hour, for example, or he wants to go to dinner with me, or he wants to spend 2 days with me, that's why I started masterminds. That's why I started one-on-one coaching. That's why I started my community, my group, because then I said, okay, if somebody respects my time and my knowledge and my wisdom and my value I give for him, if he acknowledges this with his commitment, and I see, okay, he buys my mentorship, or he buys my course, or he pays my one-on-one mentoring session, of course, then I will over-deliver with value. And this is the mindset you need to have. I met somebody and I paid him 6,000 euros for a dinner. But this guy I was doing like financial distribution. I was one of the youngest, most successful guys to sell financial products in Austria.
Okay.
And this guy had 40,000 sales partners and did like billions and billions in revenue in this industry. He did this 40 years. He was the number one.
Oh.
And so I knew he has hundreds of millions of euros. He doesn't need to meet anyone. But he said, okay, Raphael, if you want to meet me, I can give you advice. With this advice, you will make hundreds of thousands more. You will get my 40 years of experience in one dinner. Is it worth for you to pay the 6,000? What do you need to do for 6,000? Get 1-2 clients more? Do you think if you get all of my wisdom in one dinner, you will get 2-3 clients more? I said, of course. Here, 6,000. I went with him to dinner, and I'm very happy and grateful that I did this in this experience. And this is the thing. If you want to have a mentor, go to mentorships, buy courses, go to seminars, and like this you can connect with the people who are on a higher level.
Also, on the other way, if you do pay someone, and also if you do pay for a community, let's say, but you don't involve yourself, like try to connect with people, try to talk and hustle, you do it for nothing, you know. It's also about
how you use it.
Yeah, how you use it. Of course, it's like having a boxing gym. Or someone gives you a boxing gym, okay, you can train. But if you go in the gym and don't train, how can you become a champion?
Yeah.
You know, it's the same. And now talking about like-minded people. Imagine elite top levels, UFC fighters always want to spar with like top people. Imagine, it's the same thing. Why would he spar with a beginner?
Yeah,
what's the reason, bro? What's the reason? Okay, if they're friends or something, okay, but then otherwise, what's the reason?
Yeah.
You know, even Tate a few days ago wanted to train because he likes my condition. He also respects me and things. It's not that okay. If I was a complete beginner, he would not train.
Yeah.
You know, and also this is a great tips for someone like networking. You know, because this is why I told you it's not always about money, but it's also about other things in life that matter for people that have money. You know, because I could have like 100 million, they would not care. But it's the thing that he respects the way I trained and the level I'm at. Not that I'm a pro or something, but I fought several times, and he respects this, and this is why he wants to train, because you already know he doesn't win anything that we train. You know, he just likes that we train, and he has competition and things like this, and this is a way you can also get advantage with the people you cannot reach. For example, let's say someone is like lower than you and he wants to train with you. This is a way of connection, bro. Just think about it.
True. I mean, of course, you need to have a specific energy that people like Andrew Tate will come to meet you, and also that they're not like pissed. You know, we talked with him with good conversations with him, and he enjoyed the time because he could spar different people, and it's a nice experience.
And not being asked stupid questions like how much money you make.
Yeah, bro. Of course, you shouldn't get on the nerves of like people if you hang out with them, bro. For example, imagine somebody, he's a fan of yours. Of course, we also have people who follow us because we're guiding people, because this is our mission to guide people in life.
Yeah.
And we're growing our follower base on a daily basis. And everybody who's watching this video, nice that you're here, good that you watch this video. You don't, I don't know, waste all of your time watching some bullshit series on Netflix. You are here to improve and to learn from people who are young and who are successful. That's why definitely let the like under this video, and also comment your thoughts on our chat, on our first video in English. Give us some feedback, and comment if you want to see more content from us together.
Comment but if you want to see a video of us next time in Dubai.
Yeah,
because this will happen.
Sure. But what I wanted to say, if somebody is like really, if somebody wants to meet you and he's like really below your level in business and in mindset wise, and then he meets you and he's just asking like annoying questions, you will not want to meet this person again.
Of course.
But if you talk about funny things, if you're
person, normal, bro.
if you're normal, if the person is also telling interesting things, if he's respectable, of course, it's also cool for you to hang out with those guys. So it's not about, guys, very important, it's not about only what you're talking. Listen to me now. It's about the energy you're giving the other person. If you're giving the other person the energy, I just want to benefit, I just want to take, you drain the energy of the other person. Bro, the person will not want to be with you anymore. If you give the other person a good energy, if you have a nice exchange, if you are in a high energy and you don't try to take the energy away of the other person will feel good. Make the other person feel good. Make the other person feel, I like to be around this guy. And like this,
Great.
you will give the people who you want to hang out with a good feeling, and then they want to be in your surrounding.
Of course, and also there's one more thing to add. People that usually make more money than others always catch, like, if someone is trying something sneaky or if it's bad energy, as we already talked.
Yeah.
So for example, if someone has like something in the mind, something negative in mind, or he wants to benefit or something, we already feel it because we've been through this kind of people before, and so this is why we are at the level that we are. And if we also try it, like some sneaky things with higher people, they immediately feel it, you know, because they're different. I mean,
because they have so much experience also.
Yeah, they know anything about the world, about the energy. This is how they got there. For example, if we stay and talk with a more successful guy, he will already know by, like, I think 10 seconds of conversation if we are good or not.
Yeah.
Just the way he feels it. Bro, now let's talk a little bit, because this is an interesting part of the vlog. How was the first time when you moved to Dubai? Because you already know next year in the January, February, I'll move to Dubai. So how was the first time you moved? Because you moved 4-5 years ago.
Actually, it was it was like start of end of 2022, something like this.
Okay, 3 years.
Yeah, so around 3 years. And so maybe my first experience with Dubai was 2017 for the new year.
Okay.
And I think I was 18 years at this time. And I had my event business I was still in school, but I made my event business in Vienna.
Nice.
And my father invited me to go to Dubai for the new year. And I was with my father and my sister. It was like a family holiday, bro. We were just in Marina, staying in the nice hotel. But I was there for the first time. It was like, wow. It just blew my mind, this city. And from this day on, I said, I want to live there one day. But the most, the most memorable thing was when we were flying to Dubai. We flew with Emirates. And I can remember exactly, I was entering this airplane, and it was like, I think it was the Boeing 777 at this time. And I entered in the front, and I saw at the left, like, or even I passed through, I don't know exactly anymore, but I saw on the left the first class, or I passed through the first class. And then I passed through the business class, and we were sitting in economy class. We were flying completely normal. And I just saw this first class.
And you were amazed.
And I was amazed. And there was one guy sitting in the first class. He was like, I think 30 years old. And he had a nice outfit. He had a nice watch. I think it was a full rosé gold Rolex Daytona, if I remember correctly. And I just saw this guy sitting in the first class. And I thought, who is this guy? What is he doing that he's a young guy sitting in first class and we're sitting in economy class? And this guy was like an inspiration for me, and I said, this is possible. I will be the guy to sit in first class. It just was an inspiration for me. And now the people can say, this is not important. You also come at the same destination economy. Guys, I was in economy class many times, and since 2 or 3 years, I only fly first class. It's just a better service. It's a better energy. It just feels better. It's more comfort. You cannot compare it if you didn't experience it. The people always say you don't need it. You don't need the Lamborghini. How you can say this if you haven't had the experience in your life? If you have the experience, then you can judge.
Of course.
But if you don't have the experience, don't say it. Because I was starting with 200 euros in my bank account. My first car was a Dacia Sandero. The cheapest car, it's even a Romanian car. Cheapest car what you can imagine to buy new in Europe is a Dacia Sandero. I was driving a Dacia Sandero. I had 200 euros in my bank account. I was working every Saturday and Sunday as a waiter to get money. I was flying the first time to Dubai in economy class. But I saw the guy in the first class and I knew I would be there. And now I live this life. I have multiple cars. I bought the Lamborghini
it's
cash
luck, bro. It's luck.
For 300,000. I have watches for 6 figures.
It's lucky, bro. You're lucky. Just say it. You're lucky.
So, of course, you're creating your own luck, and of course, there are some people who they just don't have the good cards when they start the life. You need to say this. But if you're healthy, if you're healthy in your mind and if you're healthy physically, there's no excuse.
You have to play the best way with the pieces you have, like in chess.
There's no excuse. Of course, there are some people, they just have no opportunity. They have like disabilities or something, and I pray for all of these people in the world. Of course, those people, this is a completely different thing. But the most of you who can watch this video, who are physically and mentally healthy,
who have a house,
you don't have excuses. But back to the question. So now I have this life. Now I am the guy who sits in first class, and I see the people who walk by, they think, who is this guy in the first class with a 60,000 euro watch, with a fresh outfit, sitting there. And now I'm flying every month in first class. And guys, this was the first like big inspiration for me. And if you see yourself in a situation, and if you just have this as a goal, you will be there one day. Because I was sitting in an economy with no money, and I didn't know how I will be there, but I knew I will be this guy one day. And now I sit, and every time when I sit, I say, thank you,
everything
God.
starts with a dream.
I am this guy. I'm this guy. I pay 5,000 euros for one flight, and I don't feel it. And this is true freedom, guys. So if you want this, you said it. Everything starts with a dream, with a thought. Go after it. This is the most important thing. And then I was going back and forth. And then in the start of 2023, I said I moved to Dubai. I started a completely new business from zero there, a new company. And then I went to Dubai, and then, bro, I really reached the new level. When I moved to Dubai, I started my new business from zero. Of course, I was successful before. I made a lot of money before for my age. But I moved to Dubai, I started new projects, new businesses.
New life.
And yeah.
And this is the thing.
But I want to ask you the question, what made you move to Dubai? And how was your journey? Because you started here in Romania. I think you didn't start in rich surroundings. You started like in completely normal surroundings. What was it? And I think this is interesting. What made you start the business? Why did you feel you want to make money, you want to make more out of your life? And how did you transition from being a fighter to being a businessman? And what made you move to Dubai? Please tell this to the people.
Sure. So fighting was like always a passion. I didn't win money from it. Like I won very low money, so it doesn't count. So how I started doing business, bro, I've never been employed, for example. At 19 I moved from my parents' house. I started living on my own. I started making money. I was a personal trainer, but since like until 19 years old, I was always making money online, like affiliate marketing. I was having a meme page on Instagram to post memes and also make promotions and stuff, you know. Like I was always having this, I cannot like be an employee. I always have to do something, you know. I didn't know what exactly back then, but the reason I'm here is because I always was persistent, disciplined. I always posted on Instagram. I always had like continuous movement, and people know me from back then, since I was a trainer, you know, because I was posting a lot on social media. Back then I had one of the fast growing account on TikTok, Instagram and shit, on fitness, and people knew me, you know. So if there's one advice I can give you out of this, is post a lot and always be consistent of what you want. You always have to like push to that how do you say it, like target, you know. Just vision it every time. And also one thing I do, maybe you do it too, I don't know, is before sleeping I always think to my goals. I always dream about them. Like I get sleep with them, and I wake up and I see things. For example, now I watch Dubai every time, bro. Like every night I watch a Dubai apartment. I just watch Dubai restaurants. I just see myself being there, and I think this is very important. Before getting my car E53, I was watching all the possible videos on YouTube, bro. There was not one video I would not watch on YouTube. I watched all the videos. And think about this, before I got an Audi A7 and I had the Golf 5 Volkswagen. Bro, imagine I watched also all the YouTube videos about my Audi, And I say this just because I need to push you, because this might be around here might be guys who also think of this, who also have a vision, who also have a goal, but their dreams got destroyed by people around saying it's not possible, it's hard, me or Raphael is lying, they do something so shortcuts and shit. Bro, people will try to demotivate you because they will not be able to work as hard as you to reach their dreams, and they want you as low as them, so they do not feel the difference. Okay, he got successful. No, they want lower people. This is also energetic vampires. They will try to drag you down and stay with them there, and they will also want you to be loser.
Maybe one thing is interesting. What do you see the parallels in fighting and business?
Bro, it's a lot.
I think this is interesting.
Yeah, bro, it's a lot. So like in fighting, also in business, you also know, you also fight. So you have to be very disciplined. You have to work and train even though you do not want to, okay? Because you already know, like late in the night at 3-4 a.m. you don't want to work. Like you could just watch Netflix with your girlfriend or whatever, but you are there on your PC working, thinking about solutions, noting, or even if you watch a YouTube video, you note everything, and out of everything you note, you try to find ideas to improve your business. So this is the thing. Also in fights I've done the same. In training, bro, I would train and then I would watch the videos of me being in all the positions on the ground and thinking, okay, can I armbar from here? Can I triangle? Also, what combinations do I use? What could I do there? Watch the videos and think again. This is the similarities. You always have to like see business as sport, because many times there's a lot of successful guys who also make sport. Not always, but in the most of the times people will also be good at sport, because it's all about mindset. This is the thing.
It's crazy, bro. It doesn't feel like talking 30 minutes already. So guys, please let us know in the comment if you want to have more videos of us. This is our first English video, and I mean, we're in the flow state, so I think we could talk for hours now, but we have some meeting now. So
if we have shisha, we can talk 3 hours.
Bro, for sure. But guys, anyway, I live in Dubai now since almost 3 years. Angelo will come there soon, so we can do some more content for you guys. So just show us some support. And I just want to maybe close this video with 3 statements from one of my like sort of previous mentors. 3 statements that are very true for every and each one of you. So the first one is, the price of procrastination is the life you could have lived. What does this mean? The most people, they don't have the problem that they don't have ideas. They have the problem that they are too much in procrastination mode. You just don't do enough. You just don't do. You know what you should do, but you're not doing it.
They want to do it perfect.
Yeah, and this is the thing. Perfection kills progress. In the meaning of starting your own business, starting some new projects. So just think less and do more. This is the first thing, because the price you pay if you're not doing those things is the person you could have become. Second, your frequency becomes what you frequently see. Your energy is the most important thing for everything you want to achieve in your life. Your frequency will be reflected as your outside world. So change your inner frequency if you want to change your life. And what Angelo is doing, envision yourself in the position where you want to be, because then your whole complete frequency will change. And the third thing is, sacrifice creates paradise. You need to be willing to sacrifice things what are not benefiting you anymore. Let go of negative behaviors. Let go of people who just drag you down. Let go of the image you have of yourself, what is not helping you anymore. Sacrifice those things so you can create your dream life, your paradise on earth. These were my final words. My final words that you have to think about after the video. You just really have to think about what I will say, because many times you hear this, but this time I will tell you and you'll remember this. Your network is your net worth. Okay, you already know this, but just think of it, and now think of all of your friends, and what like something constructive have you done with your friends in the last 7 days. I mean, okay, just think it, take a paper and write every good thing that you have done with your friend,
that with your friends that construct your benefits in the last, I don't know, 5 years. What exactly have you done? Have you thought about ideas? Have you thought about a business? Have you thought about family, life, etc.? Have you done something productive? Or are you just going out with your friends and talk about football, soccer match like we've seen a few days ago at the restaurant? Okay, so your network is your net worth. Always try to be with successful people. Always focus yourself on growing, improving, and having close to you like very good-minded people. I also want to thank Raphael because he will introduce me to guys in Dubai, of course. How else I could meet guys so fast? Okay, this is a hack I do with him. Also tip, you can take this. Okay, so if you want to meet guys in Dubai, text Raphael on Instagram.
Yeah, guys, so bro, it was a good talk.
Okay, bro.
Guys, follow us on Instagram, just Angelo and Raphael Zenaty. We will put our Instagram,
Sure.
of course, down below. And yeah, give 100%. See you in the next video, guys.
Don't forget to dream. Bro, it's good video for random video.
Yeah,
It's
bro,
good.
it's very good.
Good.